Hello, I'm Maritime Attorney Tim Young. Our office represents exclusively injured maritime workers. In this brief video, I want to speak to you a minute about what's called joint and several liability, which applies in maritime law as well as under the Jones Act. This is a critical game changer for cases where you have multiple defendants or you have bankrupt defendants. The way joint and several liability works is, let's say that you have 3 defendants who all contributed to your injury or your accident, but you can only get one defendant into court because the other 2 defendants may be foreign entities that aren't licensed in the United States and never come to the United States, or the other entities may have gone bankrupt and you may not be able to collect anything from them. If you have that one defendant in an American court and you obtain a verdict whereby they're 1% or more at fault, if the jury comes back and says, we do believe this one defendant in court was at least 1% at fault for this injury, under maritime law and under the Jones Act, you are allowed to collect all of your damages that were caused by all 3 of those defendants. So what the law basically says is, we're not going to hurt the injured seaman or the injured maritime worker, and we're not going to make them lose all that compensation they're entitled to just because 2 of the companies may have gone bankrupt or 2 of the companies may be foreign overseas companies that this poor seaman cannot get into an American court. What the law does is it shifts that burden and it says to the one responsible party, if you did anything wrong and a jury or a judge finds you 1% or more at fault, that injured seaman can then collect all of his damages due to all of those 3 companies from that one defendant that was found to be at fault. It's a little bit of a complicated rule in maritime law in the Jones Act, but it really protects injured seamen. It especially protects injured seamen who work overseas, because there are a lot of situations where you may have 2 or 3 foreign overseas companies that you're never going to be able to file suit against in the United States. But if you do have one United States company, then you may be in very good shape. Call us if you have any questions about your rights, choices, or options.